Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you are thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rebelling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. Have you ever, all right, a lot of videos have been done on this. I'm not going to be giving you my hot take about the Blue Origin thing. I'm going to give you a slight hot take, but, I'm not going to be breaking any ground here with my thoughts about that. I think I want to talk, and I'm wearing blue because I'm putting the ass back in an astronaut, just like the fearless ladies that were astronauts for 3 minutes. Not astronauts at all, but anyway, I'm gonna try and give you a perspective that maybe you have not heard yet. So let's give the sea turtle killing plastic straw to the 5 ditzes who cosplayed as astronauts and want you to think that they are very special. Okay. First of all, Katy Perry, okay. I'm a big believer in evolving your look with the times, okay? Katy Perry has had this, and this is a total side note. I'm going to be petty right now. I'm just forewarned. Katy Perry is like a natural blonde, I think, or she's got dark or light brown hair, I believe. This heifer has been wearing that Betty Boop black hair with her caked on makeup for as long as she's been in the public eye. And it's has no one pulled this total raging narcissist aside and go, you might want to change your look up a little bit? 2001 called it once it's Katy Perry pack. She's as she saunters into middle age, she's becoming she's clinging to that look that was her youth for so long. And it's as you get older, you've got to kind of soften things up. Speaking from someone who had to soften things up, trust me, I know of which I speak. So that's a side note. Here's my take on this whole Blue Origin thing, okay? 2019 called. It wants the social justice warriors back. This is what we witnessed last week was one part hilarity and one part just my mouth was agape because the dumb little ride they all took, and Gayle King with her wig and her eyelashes, and Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fembot, whose filter, in the pictures of her, they were showing, it looked like her face was melting off. It looked like her filter was, coming apart at the seams, if you get my drift. They want you to think that what they did was very, very brave and very stunning and brave. And, for womankind everywhere. And how dare you even suggest? How dare you even say mankind? How dare you? It is humankind, okay? Very important what these ladies did. And if they weren't so trivial and they weren't so, I guess the reason that all the celebrities are just coming for them, which Maureen Callan had this great observation. He says, you very rarely see celebrity on celebrity crime, okay? You never see that. But that's how bad this little stunt was. That they're acting like that going up into space, that they're rich enough or famous enough to be attached to someone rich and famous enough to go up into space for 7 minutes, and then they go around and they're like, oh, goddess, oh my God, it's amazing. This is somehow a giant step forward for women is sad, and it's pathetic is what it is. They were reduced to every stereotype that they purport to hate. Okay, they were oh, we're girl bosses and we're taking up space, and the whole taking up space thing. Okay, this again, 2019 call. It wants its little hashtag back. Okay, because this is what taking up space means. If you're up on your social justice warrior lingo, it means that because men just think that women are just nothing but just useless fembots, just like Lauren Sanchez, I guess, just a useless fembot that is good for just nodding and standing there and not speaking. And people like Kamala Harris who let them know, I'm speaking, and all these other brilliant genius women up there, these astronauts, if you will, these astrophysicists, these astrology people like Katy Perry is, they're up there letting you know, no, we matter, we have to take up space, acting that it's 1962 or something, and that women have not been a dominant part of the workforce and culture for decades now. What are you even saying? They want desperately, these these sad little excuses for womanhood. They want desperately for it to be so that women are shunted, they're just mothers, they're just Barbie dolls, they don't have anything else to give to society, and these 5 brave women are showing you that no, they can be seen and heard, and they can have opinions that matter. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think that they are blazing trails, and that they are doing things that no other woman has done, as they, sashay around in their fancy little astronaut uniforms. It's like what they were Barbies in space, which if that's what they were going for, like, I am not mad at that. Like, they looked cute, their little outfits are super cute, and they were like doing their hair and makeup, they were like looking in the camera, and they were basically being every stupid stereotype that they claim to be against. So make it make sense, ladies. Are you offended that everyone is pointing out how ridiculous you look because the whole thing was just a vanity project? Or are you mad that you didn't take this opportunity, quote unquote, to really say something meaningful instead of just word salading about, the divine feminine? And it was just love, so much love I felt for myself, mainly for myself. I felt so much love for myself and my fellow women that we worked for 2 days on this, 2 whole days of getting in and out of a capsule and seatbelting ourselves in and out in zero gravity. And it was just going to be very, very arduous and taxing. And we're just brave. We're trailblazers is what we are. This is embarrassing. Okay, this is seriously, seriously embarrassing. They're not brave. They're not stunning. They are a joke. You know who was stunning and brave? Was the lady who Joe Biden left up in space for almost a year. The lady that they were like, these geniuses, like, why is your hair gray? Like, is there a reason your roots are so long? And she's like, well, I've been up in space for almost a year, which Joe Biden didn't get me down because they would have to have Elon Musk come and get us, and God forbid that during an election season, can't have that. This is, again, if you want to talk about the juxtaposition of a woman who's a real astronaut versus these 5 wastes of space, look at what that lady had to go through. Look at what the health ramifications that woman is going to have to deal with probably the rest of her life, along with the man that was up there. And all the superficial nonsense that these 5 little idiots subjected us to last week. And then the absolute cacophony that they are just mad. You guys, they are so mad that everyone is coming for them. It's like, we did something very, very important. And again, if you're doing something super important, why didn't you talk about something important as opposed to your outfits or your glam squad or putting the ass in astronaut Katy Perry or anything other than the absolute superficial nonsense that we saw? If you really want to say that women are worth more than their looks and, then maybe don't do something so stupid next time, ladies. Maybe do something that, or at least if you're going to do it, take the piss out of yourself. Be like, look, I realize we are not astronauts here, okay? We got to do something really, really cool. You guys, we got to go up in space for 7 minutes, and we got to see what astronauts that really do big boy and big girl jobs, what real astronauts get to see. But we didn't do the work. But we got to see the really cool things. And isn't it neat that we got to do that? No, that's not how they acted. They acted like they did something, which is typical of a dumb leftist woman. Dumb leftist women are the bane of my existence. Liberal white women especially, the bane of my existence. And I say that these 5 idiots that talked about taking up space, yeah, they take up space. They take up way too much space, okay? They take up way too much space, and they had way too much of our oxygen being delivered to them last week. And enough already of these absolute brain dead twits, okay? Because, yeah, women can do a lot more than that, and you're just, very, very embarrassing. As a cisgendered woman, I'm embarrassed for these cisgendered women that went up there and thought they were, I guess, splitting the atom. And alas, they did not. They did not. They were just an embarrassment. And yeah, 2019 calls, wants their social justice warrior stuff back because we don't care anymore. No one buys it. And no one buys into your nonsense. No one thinks you're oppressed. No one thinks you're anything but a privileged little a-hole that you are, okay? You just prove to the world once again how vapid and stupid you are. And it's a bunch of yes men that go around telling you that you did something important when you just took a ride. Yes, Gayle King, that's all you did was take a ride. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. I will be done. Bye.